Hey, what's up, fam? Let's talk about a quote that Nelson Rockefeller said. And I think a lot of people miss this because we really should be paying attention because success leaves clues. Nelson Rockefeller said, own nothing but control everything. Now, why would he say that? Is he literally telling you to just own nothing, be broke, and you'll be happy? Because that is not the case. If you really listen to what he says, own nothing, control everything. So he's saying you can still have houses and cars and jewelry and all this shit, right? All this cool stuff that we all want to enjoy, but you don't want to own it. Why is that? Because you were created by the government. When you were born, the government issued you a birth certificate and a social security number. And when that owns something, that means that you personally own that asset, whatever it is. Car, maybe that's more of a liability, but you know what I'm talking about. If you own a house and you own a car in your name, you have to pay taxes, number one, in order to buy that thing, right? You got to go make personal income. You got to pay taxes, and then you can go buy your house, buy your car, buy your life insurance, all that stuff. Wealthy people don't operate that way because not only did you have to use personal income to acquire the asset, but now you have to continue to make personal income, which means you have to pay taxes in order to maintain all of these things that you buy. You need to have these things in a private trust, a non-grantor trust that is not attached to you, that you are not the owner of. You're the controller of it. Because when you have the right type of trust that can legally defer taxes and you're running your business into that trust, you can now defer taxes and then use that money to pay the trust's expenses. So if the trust owns your home, your cars, your business, and all of the other things that you currently own today that you have to go make personal income to pay for, when you sell all those things to the trust, all the liability, all the maintenance and repair costs, all follow the trust, which means you can generate revenue, you can legally defer the taxes, and the trust can legally pay all of those expenses that used to be your liabilities. Look, folks, wealthy people operate on a different level. Number one, you got to be open-minded to learn it. And then two, you got to learn it. And then three, you got to implement it. Click the link in my bio, book an appointment with me and my team, and we'll show you how. Love you all.